here comes a high-speed revelation in the world of Formula One. Surprisingly, the sovereign wealth fund of Bahrain gears up to take the driver's seat, securing full control of the McLaren group. Imagine the roaring engines and the thrill of the race as this Middle Eastern state zooms into the lead position with a groundbreaking deal. It's not just about races, it's about financial acceleration on the F1 track. Now let's dive into this video today to explore the twists and turns of this gripping story. A tale where the business world meets the fast-paced adrenaline of Formula One. Breaking news from Sky Sports: Mumtalakat, the investment fund from the Gulf state of Bahrain, is close to sealing a deal with McLaren. About 20% of McLaren's ownership is turning into something called warrant-like instruments. These new contracts give economic benefits in the future, but they're not exactly shared. With this investment, Bahrain is about to become the main player in the McLaren team. Overall, the Mumtalakat group, representing Bahrain's interests, is grabbing more shares to become the top dog in the ownership group. The Bahrain news agency confirmed the Kingdom of Bahrain's power move, and by securing more shares, they're not just part of the team, but steering it. This makes them the majority shareholder in the McLaren group. Earlier, Saudi Arabia's investment, known as the Public Investment Fund, held a significant stake in McLaren. With Mumtalakat's strategic move, they are taking over those shares. This is a noteworthy shift due to the close geographical connection between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. But why did Saudi Arabia's fund step back? Maybe it's related to their other big investments like owning Newcastle United and the controversial LIV Golf Series. With Mumtalakat leading, Bahrain is making financial moves that reshape McLaren's ownership landscape. Bahrain takes control of McLaren. McLaren Racing stands as the hub for all things Formula One in the intricate world of racing operations. However, even in the fast-paced world of F1, McLaren Racing has its own set of external shareholders. This came about during the COVID pandemic, when a deal was struck to secure much-needed capital. The impending deal set to be finalized this week is not just about ownership, it's a testament to Mumtalakat's confidence and leadership. An insider reveals that this move signifies Mumtalakat's ability to turn around McLaren, suggesting a strategic vision to bring the racing giant back to the forefront. Mumtalakat's journey with McLaren has seen significant acquisitions. Earlier this year, they acquired McLaren's shareholdings from Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund and the substantial US-based financial investor RE's Management. These strategic moves showcase Mumtalakat's commitment to steering McLaren in the right direction. Moreover, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, a former player in McLaren, also has other significant investments like Newcastle United and the controversial LIV Golf Series. The decision to withdraw from McLaren might hint at a reshuffling of priorities. Further, beyond McLaren, Bahrain's investment portfolio is diverse. Mumtalakat holds sway over various entities, including IndyCar, Formula E and Extreme E teams, not to mention road car production. This vast array of holdings speaks volumes about Bahrain's financial reach. While these investments diversify, Mumtalakat's primary funding source remains rooted in Bahrain's abundant oil and gas reserves. These natural resources act as a financial backbone for their ventures. The Bahrain International Circuit, host to the prestigious Bahrain Grand Prix, falls under the Mumtalakat umbrella. ProDrive International, another entity under its banner, contributes to its diverse profile. Apart from motorsports, Mumtalakat's reach extends to strategic investments in Gulf hotels, air and banking. These ventures bring in additional funds, contributing to Bahrain's financial stability. Mumtalakat's strategic investments encompass national assets like the Bank of Bahrain and beyond, Bahrain's national telecom company. These investments showcase the breadth of their financial influence across various sectors. And moving back to McLaren, amid challenges, Mumtalakat injected an additional $80 million into McLaren. This financial boost came at a crucial time, especially as McLaren worked through delays in producing the Artura supercar. Mumtalakat's strategic capital injections underline their dedication to McLaren's success, ensuring it remains a key player in the racing world. Under the leadership of Zak Brown, McLaren has witnessed a resurgence in Formula One. The latter half of 2023 showcased McLaren's improved form, securing a commendable fourth place in the Constructors' Championship. Drivers Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri played pivotal roles in this achievement. McLaren F1 team. Founded by Bruce McLaren, McLaren has etched its name in the annals of British motorsport history. Over half a century of competing in Formula One, the team secured 8 Constructors' Championships. Legendary drivers such as Mika Häkkinen, Lewis Hamilton, Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna graced its ranks. The team boasts an impressive record of 180 Grand Prix victories, 3 Indianapolis 500 wins, and a victorious debut at the Le Mans 24 Hours. The departure of Ron Dennis in 2017 marked a transformative moment for McLaren. The veteran McLaren boss, pivotal in steering the F1 team through its most successful period, offloaded his stake in a $275 million deal. This move followed a bitter dispute with fellow shareholders, leading to the reunification of the company's separate divisions. However, these reports further reveal that Mumtalakat is on the verge of a significant deal with McLaren's remaining minority shareholders. This deal involves converting their equity into warrant-like instruments, setting the stage for a transformative journey for McLaren. The proposed contracts carry economic rights that would allow shareholders to benefit from a future liquidity event, such as an initial public offering, IPO, of McLaren. Importantly, these contracts won't be classified as traditional shares. This innovative approach indicates Mumtalakat's forward-thinking strategy to navigate McLaren through financial avenues. However, McLaren's complex capital structure has posed challenges for potential long-term partnerships with global automotive groups. The reported deal with Mumtalakat hints at a potential simplification of this structure. This streamlined approach could open doors for technology partnerships with automotive original equipment manufacturers, OEMs. McLaren's strategic vision involves transitioning towards a future as a hybrid and electric vehicle company. As we shared in recent times, Mumtalakat injected an additional $80 million into McLaren, reinforcing its commitment. However, despite positive reviews, McLaren faced challenges with delays in delivering the Artura supercar. The company had to implement technical upgrades to meet expectations. Amidst hurdles, Mumtalakat's financial support remains crucial for McLaren's resilience and growth. Notably, McLaren welcomed Michael Leiters, a former Ferrari executive, as the head of its road car division. This leadership transition aligns with McLaren's vision for innovation and excellence in its road car segment. Furthermore, amid the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, McLaren found itself in the driver's seat of a significant restructuring effort. The company, renowned in British motorsport since its founding by Bruce McLaren in 1963, faced a series of impactful decisions and transactions to steer itself through turbulent times. In response to the far-reaching effects of the pandemic, McLaren initiated a comprehensive restructuring plan. This involved the unfortunate axing of hundreds of jobs and the mobilization of substantial funds through equity and debt. The objective was clear: repair the company's balance sheet and ensure a resilient future. McLaren sought a government loan during the pandemic, but ministers declined the request. Undeterred, the company, under the leadership of Mr. Walsh, explored alternative paths. This led to a series of corporate transactions, including the sale of a stake in McLaren Racing to a separate group of investors and a notable $170 million sale and leaseback of its Surrey headquarters. To adapt to evolving circumstances, McLaren underwent diversification and strategic sales. In 2021, McLaren Applied Technologies, a division generating revenue from corporate sales, was sold. These moves aimed at creating a more resilient and focused company, McLaren HQ in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, known for its vast oil wealth, has set its sights on becoming a motorsport powerhouse by developing a major racing hub. The kingdom is eyeing Formula One giants McLaren and Aston Martin, in which it holds stakes, with intentions to lure them and their teams away from Britain to the Middle East. Prince Khalid bin Sultan Al Faisal, leading motorsport in Saudi Arabia, envisions replicating Britain's motorsport valley using the country's oil wealth. The goal is to attract international racing teams and staff to Saudi Arabia. The plan is to harness foreign talent, develop local expertise, and create Saudi national teams to foster a Saudi F1 champion. the kingdom seeks to entice major manufacturers and potentially relocate their headquarters to Saudi Arabia. Prince Khalid aims to facilitate manufacturing cars, technology, and even the creation of unique brands, emphasizing the intent to develop intellectual property rights. Motorsport aligns with Saudi Arabia's strategy to reduce its dependence on oil revenue. Hosting Grand Prix events, Formula E, Extreme E races, MotoGP, and Dakar rallies are already part of this plan. The aim extends beyond hosting races. Saudi Arabia aspires to actively participate by nurturing talent, building tracks, and developing infrastructure for engineering and mechanics. Neom, a futuristic city project, will serve as the motor racing hub, offering innovation campuses like Octagon. This is where McLaren has already committed to establishing an office. Despite skepticism about its scale and technological reliance, Neom's development is crucial to Saudi Arabia's broader vision. While Saudi Arabia remains a shareholder in McLaren and Aston Martin, the likelihood of F1 teams relocating remains uncertain. Skepticism exists about whether the infrastructure can support such a vision and whether the motorsport community will embrace relocating from well-established racing ecosystems. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund's role in McLaren and Aston Martin raises questions about potential increased control and its stance regarding the kingdom's human rights issues. McLaren's commitment to its existing arrangements in Woking reflects the uncertainty surrounding any potential relocation. So what do you think of the recent dealership in F1? Comment below and subscribe for more.